The Cardinals. U of L had Texas reeling 24-0 by halftime and never let up. Louisville would beat Texas 41-10, chalking up its first win ever over a team from the Southwest Conference.
This great moment in Cards football history is brought to you by the Kentucky Department of Fish and Wildlife, serving people, conserving fish and wildlife.
That's his thing. They don't get back. Hayward's whipped. Now look at his steal. Here's the steal. 3-on-1. Alley-oop. Oh, my goodness. Marcus Freeman. And you certainly are in love with him here. Look.
Hey, is the Keurig fucked up or something? Oh, shit. Is it not working? Because, like, there's a new Keurig back there. And I, like, went to get a cup of coffee, and it only poured out, like, an espresso shot of it. Nah, and now it's like the setting will it's only available for the biggest cup, and this is what came out. It looked like it was like halfway done brewing, and then it got messed up. That's what I'm saying. Like, did it break and I didn't realize it? Like, I'm gonna pepper Steve, the guy who hasn't been here all week, with questions involving the break room.
OPC Pest Services Studio. Time for Middays with Marcus Maben on 93.9 The Ville. Now, here's Marcus Maben and Steve Rummage.
Welcome back. It's Middays with Marcus Maben. 8150 93.9 is the number. 93.9 is the station, and it feels like the type of day you might want to throw a barbecue. Steve Rummage back in the building. Nikki V in the booth.
Man, it's good to be back. You know, I think it's good to be back. I don't know. I've been so I was really, my parents were with us this week, so I was really off the grid. I didn't even get to hear this show. I mean, I have not listened to a single sound of sports radio this week, and really
must be a god then.
I know, and really haven't done a lot of tweeting or anything, man. So like, it's just been it's been a too peaceful of a week. Actually, I don't like how much I enjoyed it. That bothered me. I was like, oh man. It's like usually, you know, because usually you're like, oh man, chomping at the bit, you know. Now it's like, I don't know, man, it's kind of nice.
Nikki V in the booth. Nikki, what's going on?
They want the boot.
Well, welcome back, Steve. Questions though.
Okay.
Favorite thing you ate, favorite thing you did, favorite new thing.
Right. You don't get to
favorite
go on
old thing.
vacation and just come back and just get like hit the ground rolling. Because listen, we're not moving forward until we get that one texter to say, can we please talk about sports and no vacation conversation?
Yeah,
please?
I know. Yeah.
Talk sports, Tommy. There we go.
Please,
Yeah,
no.
Can't talk this morning.
We're going to talk about your
It's not
vacation.
Middays about Steve Rummage. Well, you know, I'd love to, and there's a lot, you know, with it, and it's fun, and I'll get to a couple of those things. But I'm back, and now I quickly have another decision to make about tomorrow, because I really am thinking, and I'm leaning heavily towards going to SummerSlam tomorrow.
Oh my God, I forgot
Where's
it's
that?
in Nashville.
Yes, I know.
Ooh.
Yeah, so I'm like, what was that? Oh, I guess it was on mine. I was like, where does that come from?
I didn't know either.
Okay. Anyways, yes, so it's in Nashville tomorrow night, SummerSlam in Nissan Stadium, and it looks like the weather's going to be nice. So I'm thinking about packing up Elijah and going down there. Yeah. So
It's gonna be outside, right?
yeah,
Like you said,
yeah.
okay.
It's outdoors, but it'd be at nighttime. So yeah.
I encourage any trips to Nashville.
I know. I love Nashville too. So I'm thinking that's what I'm going to do.
Card looks pretty sweet. How many of the big four pay-per-views have you been to?
Just Royal Rumble.
When will your next opportunity do you foresee the opportunity to go into a SummerSlam?
I don't know. It depends. Yeah, because I don't know where they are, you know. So I mean, this one, it's just so good. I mean, it's outdoors, it's in Nashville. It's like, it would be silly, I think, to not just drive down to Nashville and go to it. Hey, drive down, come back after. You know, like I don't even got to stay the night. I can just go down there and come back. So I don't know. I'm leaning heavily towards
Yeah,
going.
I vote towards if you
Yeah, I really think
get down there safely and everything,
Yeah,
not
yeah.
rushing.
Yeah,
Is Elijah pushing it?
yeah, he would like to go. So I think we're gonna do that. So yeah. So anyways, there's that, man. Yeah. So, but it was fun. Look, I had a good week, man. It's good. We was with the parents, so it was a little different of a trip. It was more. That's why I really wasn't on here all week because they kind of like to get up and get going and doing things they like to do. So yeah, so that's it.
Okay,
So
it's the food. Nikki
Oh,
needs to
food's
know the
good.
food.
Yeah, food was good.
Which
I
was
had
the best?
had the Guy Fieri. They got a Flavor Town down there.
I
now.
saw the photo of that. I was hoping you were
was
going to
good.
say that.
It was good. They had
because-
the trash can nachos, which were really good that we shared and they had a macaroni and cheese burger. It was really good.
Mhm.
Yeah. No, I mean, the food's
Yeah,
the food's
like I said,
good.
good-
Yeah.
good
You
trip
think
food.
about it, they have it down there. So yeah, fun stuff, man. So they have a ride down there. We rode. I did the mountain coasters and stuff. So it was fun. Fun
Okay,
trip.
well, I don't want to bring you back into like complete depression mode. Like you realize that you're back in the city, you're back on the show, and you're covering a football program that has like 4 or 5 stars in
Yeah.
town and 4 more 4 stars and all that kind of stuff. And it's barbecue day.
Ah,
50
Cody.
conversation.
502 barbecue. Yes. Coming back to that. We've got 5 stars in town.
I like the verbiage everybody's using too. Like I'm coming home
yeah.
this weekend.
Well, I saw Ruben Owens got here last night, number 1
Mhm.
running back in America. I mean, we've got multiple 5 stars here for 20.
What's the number 1 tight
23?
end in America?
Yeah, like one of
Just
the.
throw that in there.
Yeah, I mean, hey, I mean, obviously,
Since
there's
y'all are gonna be in town.
that linebacker, the Capers kid, may show up still. There was wonder
TJ
about whether,
Caper?
yeah,
Mhm.
there was wonder about whether he would or not. He's like number 8 player overall or something like that in 24.
It's funny. I went through the list.
Even though he's from Miami, and
It's hard to
I think Miami's gonna
get you out of there.
start doing their thing. Have started.
The problem is, Steve, I was excited just reading the names, and those first names that say, okay, I don't have to see these guys.
Yeah.
Do you remember the name, Nikki, that stands out from yesterday?
Oh God. It was Stan Quan. I can't remember his last
Yeah.
name, and Leviticus. Those 2 guys.
Yeah, when you're bringing in a guy named Stan Quan.
Well, that kid right in there, he's from Miami, and they're
Yeah,
putting him on commit watch, like that he might commit.
Yeah, I'm
here.
just talking about the name, Steve.
I know,
It's just like,
but if you can have the name and we get him, then that would be awesome. 4-star linebacker, they're saying. I mean, it's crazy, man. Like it's not gotten old to think like, man, they're recruiting. And like I said, now you've got the 24 kids are starting to pile in here. And this weekend, I mean, you've got like 2 or 3 5-stars from 2024 that are here.
how much of this right now is just staff working, and how much is it circuit buzz? I mean, and again, there's no way you can know
Sure.
that. So if you were just Steve Rummage kind of guessing,
Well, I mean, there is a portion of it that you say they're riding the hot hand.
Mhm.
I mean, for sure.
Yeah.
But
I mean, even Satterfield will admit, he said you got to get hot.
yeah,
like he said it last year.
absolutely. And Louisville's definitely hot right now. So, I mean, there's, it's probably 60-40, 70-30.
Mhm.
Because, I mean, you got to give the staff the credit for doing what they do, coming up with a 502 barbecue,
Yep.
coming up with stuff like that. Like, that's why I said it a couple weeks ago. And I said, it sounds a little cringy at first when I say people that win national titles sound and look like Scott Satterfield.
Right.
But that's because they understand. It's guys that understand Black culture, understand how to, you know what I'm saying? Like, can do
Understand
that.
what they're looking for.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And they do
If you
stuff.
if you take some good time to
yeah.
just psychoanalyze, okay, these young Black men
And care enough
enjoy
to do it.
this,
Yeah.
and I can bridge this gap
Yeah.
really good
Yes.
because this is what I do all football.
That's what I'm saying, man.
Cody, thanks for joining us on 93.9. Fire away.
Hey, what's up, guys? Steve, good to have you back, man. Since you've been gone, Nikki's just been unhinged, dude.
I've heard, I got some texts. I was going to have to ask Nick later because I got some messages that was like just BBing Nikki and it was like contrarian Nikki. And I'm like, what
Listen.
in God's name is
I
Nick
mean-
done this week?
Middays
don't-
MSNBC. I was spouting all kinds of agendas.
I mean, don't get me wrong. Like yesterday, the first hour, the gender politics discussion was pretty fire. But it's just like, man, dude, so Steve, you gotta reel him back in, bro. Please, man.
Fair enough. Fair enough. I don't know if I can.
Appreciate it,
But
Cody.
yeah, appreciate you,
No,
man.
Can't stop. You
Go
can only
ahead.
hold to contain.
No, so real quick, as you guys know, or I don't know if you guys forgot, I'm doing a podcast now. Shout out to the High 502 podcast. And doing that, I've been doing some research with, who we're offering in basketball and who's interested. Have you guys heard of El Marco Jackson?
No.
Okay, you need to check him out because he said that Louisville is on him extremely hard. He's got a lot of interest in Louisville. He's absolutely disgusting. He's really starting to climb up the ranks. Like, physically, he looks like he would be a downhill kind of guard, but he can create his own shot. Like, he's disgusting. Like, check him out whenever you get the chance. I just don't hear a lot of people talking about him. So, yeah.
Plug that podcast one more time.
The High 502 podcast. High, spelled regular. 5, spelled regular. 02 podcast. Me and my buddy Naeem, we had a really good episode that came out on Monday night. And we talked a little bit about everything. So check it out. It's really fun.
Fair enough.
Absolutely,
appreciate,
man.
Appreciate the call. I have to apologize a bit, Steve.
Yeah. Curious as to what happened there.
Sorry, Cody. We got a bit distracted. Nikki, you know what that was, right?
My future ex-wife.
Yes,
Sure,
but
Jeanette will love that.
but you know what we just witnessed, right?
Jeanette's the full time. Yeah.
You know,
No
you know
ex-wife.
what we just witnessed, right?
What?
I don't know if this is politically correct, but I got to say it. I got to say this. I'm sorry. And I listen.
An F1 track coming to Louisville because those curves.
Just wait. That's funny. Just wait. Don't say anything. If this is too risque, y'all let me know immediately.
Okay.
Hey, I don't mean to offend ever, okay? So if it offends you, I didn't do it on purpose, and I'll apologize.
Narrator, he immediately offended
Yeah,
everyone.
Immediately offends everyone. Can see it coming.
You know what that was, Nikki?
I'm listening.
Steve, you just witnessed the ultimate walk of shame.
Well, I didn't witness it.
Nikki, it was the exact same clothes yesterday at the exact same time.
Oh.
That was the walk of shame.
Oh no.
See, and then you put the extra stink on it, Nikki.
Oh no.
That was the. That was. Listen, Steve. Listen. I'm sorry. Listen, Steve. When somebody, let's just say this, a very attractive woman walked by yesterday, right? So much so that myself and Nikki were just like, I'm like, man, it's really good looking,
Right.
woman. You know,
Sure.
no big deal. We were just we noticed it and went on about doing the show.
Sure.
And when you see that woman walk in the exact direction the next morning in the exact same apparel, it's like, yeah, I think I know what just happened. I've been on college campuses long enough.
She looked like well put. It didn't look like sloppy though. You know what I mean? Like it wasn't like. Was she carrying her shoes? I didn't notice.
I think she was.
Oh, okay. Then
I don't
maybe
think-
yeah.
Stop saying that because people are going to go get camera footage from somewhere.
Oh
and
God,
go
yeah. No,
find
I don't
out
want
that-
the poor girl to be no.
Right. But yeah, that's just what happened. Okay, so recruit. Sorry, yeah, the damage is done. Recruiting, hot 502.
Yeah.
What does Steve do to outdo his last Beamer Benz and what is it? Beamer Benz and Bentleys.
Oh,
I want you to play that during the next break. So,
our last recruiting visits.
yes, we had the Beamer Benz and Bentleys. How do you?
Yeah, because you do got to switch it up a little
Yes,
bit.
myself and Nikki were coming up with recruiting tactics yesterday to upgrade it and outdo it.
All right. So my idea was this, and it was off the dome, and I still think it's kind of terrible, but it also off the dome, you know, like a true freestyle.
That's what we do in here.
Yeah. I mean, I was just throwing spaghetti at the wall. you know? So
That's what we do.
We have no notes for the show today. So
We
yeah,
freestyle. I have 5 topics.
Yeah.
And none of them noted.
what was off the?
well, but my idea was this. I was like, okay, you have like 4 major celebrities that like I feel like kind of have transcended the the pop culture.
Mhm.
Okay.
You got Lamar, Jennifer Lawrence, Jack Harlow, and Donovan Mitchell.
Okay.
I would say. So they already you got to get one of them to come in here, and then they've already done the Jack Harlow meal at KFC. KFC is also tied into the city.
Okay.
So I was like, you make meals for all the kids, and you put their brand on the cups and the like sandwiches and everything like that. And I was like, I know that's cheesy, and every other like rival fan base would probably make fun of it. But at the same time, it's kind of going into the NIL thing when it's all about branding, man. I mean, if I saw my face on a cup,
Yeah.
I'd be
I
like,
don't
oh,
hate
the
it.
Nick Valvano meal, which is just 14
I don't hate
chicken
it.
sandwiches, like,
Yeah.
you know, something obscene like that.
I mean, we already had linemen eating chicken out of a helmet.
Thank God
So-
they had other stuff. Thank God they had the other stuff. Thank God it just wasn't my delegation represented in those commercials. Jesus Lord.
I'm not gonna lie, I did that did cross my mind. I was
would've-
like,
yeah, it's
there
like-
are coffee grounds. All the Keurig must be feeling kind of sick.
That looks disgusting.
It's probably
I
why
don't-
we got another Keurig out there.
I don't
yeah.
know why you showed that. That's gross. That's gross.
Yeah, I hope that was good.
Okay,
was
you-
that good?
Do you have a quick
Yeah, no, I
quick
mean,
upgrade?
I'll
I'll
it's
take just so you can tap dance real quick.
okay.
You know what I said? Removable headrest seat covers.
Mm-hmm.
When you get in your Bentleys this time and you got your name or your nickname on the headrest
Mhm.
and personalize it, or those little glow things when you open the door and you can put in anything you
Yeah.
want. It's like we were talking about Stan Quine. It's like if I open one of these Bentleys and it got Stan Quine on the headrest, or the little light at the bottom that says Stan.
Yeah. Yeah, like that's pretty incredible. Yeah, I mean, gosh.
Because look, I mean, I'm wondering what do they do to step it up, or do you just because I mean, you don't want to disappoint the new wave of kids.
I know.
Because it's like, where's the Bentleys and where's the
Where's
the airplanes?
that's the thing. I mean, the new wave, they haven't done that yet. I mean, a couple of them have been here before, but to really put it on, as far as
it's like such a big deal now.
I mean, like Peyton Woodyard is coming here, and he's a teammate of Pierce Clark. He's top 10 player, like a top 10 player in the class. Safety, like, you know what I'm saying?
So
I mean,
what do you do to step it up?
man, listen, that's where I get to do what I never like to do. I'm like, that's why they make what they make. And look, and I just put that in the bank.
You just
So
you just punt on that one, just
I
like
take
hey,
this, and
I'm gonna just get
Yeah.
some credit about hey, y'all have some good ideas.
I
Y'all-
can forget to put my check in the bank and be fine. And we don't miss a beat.
the machine keeps
Yeah.
on.
Yeah, but yeah, I mean, gosh, because you do have to. I mean, it's the same thing with.
It's like Louisville Live.
Yeah, I was just swear.
Sorry.
I was about to say that.
Mhm.
That's exactly what I was about to say. It's like Louisville Live. It's with these other things that the marketing team over there does. How do you top last year? How do you top this year? How do you top? It's amazing. That's like was a couple years ago. We had Harlow was there. Donovan Mitchell was there.
Montrez.
It was like, what do we do after this? Oh yeah, last year wasn't guys like with Trez there.
Churchill Downs.
Yeah, so it's like, okay, what do you do next? I don't know. But they'll do it, and it'll be awesome
It's like you can't top the pictures from last year in the Louisville
until you do.
until you do.
Yeah, and that's kind of what
They got their job cut out
Coach
for you.
Satterfield and them are doing now.
Don't you have some connections over there? Like, why don't you, while you're always listen? Oh God, while you're always ridiculing me of reaching out to my inside man and my connects over at the
Yeah.
basketball facility, why don't you reach out to your guys and say, hey, what other techniques are you going to bring into play?
Okay, I can do that.
Because I am curious.
I can do that, and then you stop and watch practice. Let me know how these guys are doing. When you just chat with Danny Manning the other morning,
That was pathetic.
Can we go past that?
No, I'm never going to talk about that.
No,
again.
the problem with the coaching staff now, basketball wise, not totally getting over on this though, is they have seen and know too much. And this coaching staff is not going to think anybody's good.
I want to have that conversation.
Okay.
Because in my short encounter with Danny Manning,
Yeah.
I would take the under.
Yeah, I know.
Quick commercial break. Middays with Marcus Maven on 939 The Ville.
Make it rain! Make it rain!
When you're in pain, attorney Phil Rich makes it rain. Growing up in Louisville's Portland community, this Trinity and University of Louisville graduate knows how to fight for you. Whether you were injured in an accident or hurt on the job, Phil Rich specializes in personal injury, auto accidents, and workers' comp claims. Don't settle for less. Go with someone from this city. Remember, when you're in pain, Phil Rich makes it rain.
He makes it rain! It's raining! He's from Portland!
This is an advertisement.
Hey, Card Nation, let's be honest. The real estate market in Kentucky is booming. And whether you want to buy or sell a home, now is the perfect time to do it. With interest rates at an all-time low and programs that can get you in a home for no money down. Want to learn more? It's simple. Just call Derek A. Stewart with Dream JP Pirtle. Derek is available virtually around the clock to listen, understand, and help you with all your realtor needs. So don't waste another second. Call Derek A. Stewart at 502-314-9868 today.
Yeah, it's that good. Verno's Pizza. Good taste, happy face, your place, my place. What's gonna make you happy? It's the smile I see on your face. It's that good. Yes, it is, and we deliver it. Oh, oh, oh. Taste is fun. Yes, it is. We guarantee it. Yeah, it's that good. Verno's Pizza. Yeah, it's that good.
Hey, it's Pat Jaggers, and I invite you to join me this Sunday at 8 o'clock on 93.9 The Ville as Trading Pain is on an extra hour as we preview a massive motorsports weekend at Indianapolis Motor Speedway. We'll start the show recapping NASCAR's return to Indianapolis Raceway Park and what should be a wild event for the Truck Series. I'll chat with Cup Series driver Eric Jones as he's on the brink of a contract extension. And just like we do each year, the week in the Brickyard, NASCAR Hall of Famer and past winner Dale Jarrett joins to talk all things racing. Once again, it's Trading Paint, and it's this Sunday from 8 to 10 a.m. on 93.9 The Ville.
What a difference a few months can make. Come have a beer, bourbon, or a glass of wine at Great Flood Brewing. As weather warms up, walk on up and enjoy our patio and friendly staff as we welcome what will be one of the most exciting off seasons to basketball and football. We are proud partners of ESPN Louisville and can't wait to serve you. 2 area locations, Great Flood Highlands and Great Flood Middletown. Online, greatfloodbrewing.com.
Miss anything for your favorite shows? Head over to the GE Appliances Podcast Center on ESPNLouisville.com.
If you want the best selection of beer, wine, and spirits, go to Liquor Barn. Or better yet, have Liquor Barn bring it to you. Download the Liquor Barn app, visit liquorbarn.com, or call your local Liquor Barn store to schedule your pickup or delivery to get what you need to stock the bar. If it's your birthday month, make sure to visit liquorbarn.com for the Pappy Birthday promotion, where you might win an opportunity to purchase a bottle of Pappy Van Winkle. Liquor Barn can help you bring the celebration to your cookout, tailgate, or game watch party. Liquor Barn, where Kentuckians go to celebrate life.
At Preston Greenhouse and Garden Center, we want to make your yard the talk of the neighborhood. Since 1979, no one has worked harder to keep selection and quality up and prices down. From patio pots to hanging baskets to the healthiest fresh annuals and perennials to unmatched expert advice. Come to Preston Greenhouse and Garden Center at 10613 Preston Highway and let your yard come alive and be the talk of the street, serving the Louisville metro area for 41 years. PrestonGreenhouse.com. UPS is hiring day sort warehouse workers in our Louisville, Kentucky hub. Our warehouses are team settings where everyone truly has each other's backs, and we work together to deliver what matters to customers and communities. We're paying $20 an hour and offer great benefits, including up to $25,000 in tuition assistance. Eligibility begins the day you're hired. Shift your future, shift your team, shift your life. Visit upsjobs.com to apply. That's upsjobs.com. Make the shift, make a difference.
Now that sports have officially kicked off, there's only 4 things missing from your playbook. 4 pegs. Looking for great smoked wings? 4 pegs. Looking for juicy barbecue and award-winning chili? 4 pegs. If you're just looking for some cold craft, tap, can, or bottled beer? 4 pegs. And the best part about 4 pegs is it's right around the corner at 1053 Goss Avenue in Germantown. So you better get over there fast because the word is spreading. And while you're over there, be sure to ask about their food truck and other catering services.
We're in the thick of summer, and with the hottest days of the year ahead, you are about to find out how strong your cooling system is. And if you find out that it's not ready for the long summer, then call DFH Company today at 968-6222. Right now, when you buy a qualifying Trane HVAC system, receive 18 months special financing. It's hard to stop a Trane, so call DFH 968-6222 or look them up online at dfhcompany.com. Visit dfhcompany.com for complete program eligibility, dates, details, and restrictions. Subject to credit approval.
The ESPN Louisville ESPY nominations are in, and it's time to cast your vote.
That's right. Visit ESPNLouisville.com to cast your vote for 6 different categories.
Categories include Team of the Year, presented by QC Kinetics, our Perseverance Award, Male and Female High School Athlete of the Year, and Male and Female College Athlete of the Year.
Winners will be announced Tuesday, August 2nd, so vote today at ESPNLouisville.com.
You're listening to 93.9 The Ville, powered by Isaacs and Isaacs Injury Lawyers. WeWin.com.
Beamer, Benz, a Bentley. Beamer, Benz, a Bentley. Beamer, Benz, a Bentley. My jeans are never empty. Beamer, Benz, a Bentley. Beamer.
Right. And I guess he was messing with Ashton Miles DeVore, right? Ellis Miles' son. And they were kind of playing or whatever. And in this picture, Nolan Smith's dribbling. Nolan Smith, national championship winning Nolan Smith, who grew up under Derek Smith, right? Or was, as a child, right? Okay, so this guy played for Coach K. All this stuff. Coached Zion Williamson and all these guys, right? He's dribbling. It's kind of blurry in the back, but you can see over his shoulder, standing, watching them, like kind of yelling, is Reese Gaines. Okay. We know what Reese Gaines, who Dwayne Wade said, best college player ever played against. No doubt it was Reese Gaines. Out of everybody, wasn't close. Right next to him is Milt Wagner. Okay. We know what Milt Wagner's credentials are, right?
Or do we?
Or some
he's unqualified for any position. Right,
Milt Wagner's credentials, okay? Just in that picture. That's what's in that picture. I'm like, man, this staff has seen so much through thine eyes. There's not one player. You experienced it back with Coach Crum. when they were like, who was it? Was it Gibbs had to tell you?
Steve. No, Steve.
Steve.
Yep.
Okay, somebody had to
P-Shot,
tell you.
yep.
Yes, P-Shot.
Yep.
That's right. I had to tell you, like, dude, you got to understand. Steve's coached everybody. There's not a player that's going to step in the Planet Fitness Keeper Center.
It's going to be impressive.
That's going to impress Kenny Payne, Danny Manning, Nolan Smith. You know, and we just act like Josh Jameson. Just, you know, he's set on this. He's not done anything. I mean, for 10 years, he's been, you know, a director of ops in the Pac-12. He's coached five-star players. Right. Yeah, it's like you just nobody's going to come in and they're just going to go, oh, man, we just never seen a guy like this before.
Somebody impressed this whole coaching staff over there. Who is it
on this team?
Yeah.
Probably, it would be one of two guys. It would be Kamari or Brandon.
I think it's Jalen.
Could be Jalen.
I think it's Jalen.
Could be.
I think it's Jalen. Like I said, I think if we were just doing if we were just doing the okay. I think Jalen is how the hell did y'all win 12 games? And
with one of them,
they probably treat Jalen Withers like crap, like the lovable though. But it's like, dude, you won 12 games.
But to your point, okay, it's Sidney Curry. Like I've coached a Dakari Johnson. I've coached a big guys who can dunk, like that's not
strong.
Yeah, you know, L. Ellis. I know people don't want to hear this right now, but you can find guards everywhere. Yeah. You can find guys that aren't highly rated. It's like, yeah, he's a good guard. Yeah. I mean, guards are everywhere. But yeah, to your point, maybe because my mind,
it's like guards. You got to look at the attitude,
sure,
and the bigs. You got to look at the.
Well, it's like go ahead. Something I wanted to talk about. Well, I guess we can parlay the two conversations together. Was you go look at the guys that Kenny Payne has offered lately, the guards. Mm-hmm. Not a ton of the top 10 guards. A lot of the guards, he put out a couple of the DeLeone kid the other day, 4-star guard. There was another guard the other day that he offered that wasn't, top 80. It was like the point guards he has offered has not been DJ Wagner obviously is up there. AJ Johnson is a guy, but so I'm not saying he's not going after those top 20 guys. But a lot of the guys, you can tell that he is okay finding guards. Okay.
And
I'm going to pick 2 that I want, and the rest, okay, y'all go ahead and fight for all those dudes. I'm going to go get these dudes. You know what I'm saying? And then I'm going to add them with some 5-star wings and 5-star bigs. And that might be, like with Coach Mack, it was older guards. We knew. If Coach Mack was going to be here, we were going to have older guards.
We were going to have 2 grad transfer
every
older
year.
Guards.
That's what he liked. He wanted an older dude running his team. That's what I want. And when the time comes around that I do get a 4-year guy that sticks around, I may stick with that guy. With Kenny Payne, I think it's going to be the opposite.
He wanted older players.
Yeah, you're right. You're right. Players, I think Kenny Payne, though, is going to do that, but do it out of the recruiting. Whereas I'm going to have 1 or 2 guys, Fabio Basili, who I think will come in the next couple of weeks. That will be a guy that probably is 2 years, 3 years. Because I think he will be a guy that will not stay here 4 years and will probably go to the league. I mean, whatever, laugh now, and you can, you get Fabio Basili,
Doc.
But you get what I'm saying? Like, I think that's going to be.
So you're paying more attention to the recruiting type of player.
Yeah.
Yeah, because
I'm trying to learn him. I mean, as much as I was all in on Kenny Payne, but I'm still trying to learn what it's going to be.
Yeah, what it looks like.
What to expect. So when I go to recruiting things and I'm watching guys, I might start going, oh, that's one to watch.
So do you think he's not in? Don't answer this question.
Okay.
Talent. I want you to think about it. I'm going to take the.
It just reminded me of Forgetting Sarah Marshall, where he's learning to surf.
Huh.
And Paul Rudd is playing the guy, and he's like, do nothing. And he's like, he just pops up. He goes, no, do less. And anyways, he sits down, and then he's like, okay, don't do anything, but pop up, And anyways, he goes, no, do nothing. So he just lays there. He's like, well, you got to do something.
Right.
He's like, what am I doing?
I'm going to want you to answer this question
okay.
after we take the call. But the question is, do you feel like Kenny Payne is talent acquire guy, mentality acquire guy, or skill acquire guy? What does he have the most confidence in? But I'll go to the phone lines. Doc, thanks for joining us on 93.9. What's on your mind?
Good morning. A different perspective on interpreting what Danny Manning had to say. I mean, you got Danny, you got Kenny, you got Nolan, all been NBA players.
Mm-hmm.
You take an NBA player like, I guess, Mr. James, who maybe is at the top of the professional game, and he still works on his game because he's not satisfied with where he is. Danny and Kenny and Nolan in the league. Yeah, you're good enough to be in the league, but every offseason you're working to improve your game. And I think these guys are never satisfied with good.
Yeah, you mean the whole staff?
Better than good.
Yeah, like an NBA mentality.
Yeah, whether it's improving your ball handling, or your shooting, or your speed, or just your knowledge of your game, and knowing where your players are. I mean, there's always more that these guys want out of their players, so they're never going to be satisfied, because you can always be a little bit stronger, a little bit smarter, a little bit quicker, a little bit better, a little bit more savvy at your game.
But is it fair to say I don't want to hear that? Is it fair for me to say I don't want to ever hear that?
No, I mean, you want these guys to be better each and every day, because they can always get more out of themselves. And I think that's the philosophy that these guys, especially Coach Payne, has for these players. Never be satisfied with where you are, because you can always get more out of yourself.
Right. And Doc, I appreciate the call. You do make the good point. NBA never satisfied type players are going to be surly.
Sure.
Yeah. When talking about the skill level, like their biggest problem will probably be complimenting publicly.
Oh yeah.
Gave some good effort.
Well, yeah. I mean, I just told you before the show, I watched the Street Ball documentary, and it was like such a great documentary. And the whole time, and there's NBA guys talking about how amazing it is and how hard it is to play street ball. And then at the end of the documentary, they're like, I think Common was like, I think these dudes could have played in the NBA. And it kind of like record scratches, and all the NBA guys are like, no. None of these guys can play in the NBA. Ray for Austin, yes, he was the best. And he was and he's the legend of street ball.
And your point to the discipline level, like you have to
Kyrie Irving.
Yeah. Just like how disciplined you have to be on a daily basis.
Yeah.
And it's like, he's over there trying to teach that right now.
Yeah.
You're no days off kind of mode. So yeah, like I said,
one of the best things I've heard from a coach was from Coach Hayworth over at Mail. He was talking about a player who was he was talking about Caleb Glenn was one of them, and then another player that was, it's not here, but I'll leave his name out of it. But he was like, the difference is, man, he's like, Caleb works out with a pro mentality. He said the other guy, you watch him, he said, is what he needs is to be with somebody that will force him to work out with a pro mentality, because he works hard, but he doesn't work out like a pro.
Yeah, I saw that.
I was like, man, that's a great.
Yeah, I saw a little meme about that. Like, guys talking about, there's a difference between working hard and just, just I forget the other phrase, but yeah, a guy can work hard, or a hard worker. That's what it was.
Yeah,
there's a difference between a hard worker and a guy who works hard. Because it's like, when optimal conditions, he'll work hard.
Yeah,
a hard worker is, no matter what, you stick him in anywhere, he's just a hard worker. That's who he is. You know what I'm saying? So I was like, that's a good little way to phrase it. Okay, I asked the question.
Yep.
Kenny Payne, recruiting trail. Does it look like to you, is he in talent acquisition, right? Is he in mentality? And what I mean, like, is he just looking for dog attitudes?
Right.
Or is he just, I just need to get some raw talent in here first? Or is he like, I need a guy who can just, handle it. Like I need a shooter. Like what if you were just trying to just look at the scholarship offers and look at what you've seen him go after, which one of those players does Kenny Payne go after first?
Well, I here's the way I can answer that, because I think all three. Okay, so that's the only way to answer that is to say, well, yeah, all three. But I think I would answer it like this. I think it would be in order. You know what I mean? Like I think first you got to just have some. For me, just watching what he's doing,
like physical.
You got to have raw talent. I think then it's mentality.
That's what he looks for first.
I think
physically,
so.
you got to be big enough to compete out here.
I think so. And then I think you say, or even if not physical, or even if you're a smaller guard, you got to be nasty. You know, just raw, just nasty. You know what I'm saying? Then I think it's mentality.
Yeah, because I think Mac went after mentality first.
I agree.
Yeah,
I totally agree. Then I think it's skill. Like, because I can mold you to the skill I want. Like, I'm not now. Sometimes maybe it's like I need a shooter, so I'm going to go get just a shooter. But I think when you recruit that way, you really,
that's like recruiting a team.
You sacrifice a lot because you say, okay, Matt Cross was a shooter. I need a dead-eye shooter. That's Matt Cross. Probably didn't fit 1 and 2 for what we needed, right?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
And when you don't hit and you're a shooter, my God.
But if you did it the other way and said, okay, raw talent, mentality, well, a shooter. Well, if you don't check 1 and 2, I'm definitely not. So to me, that's how I think Kenny Payne does it. Right off the bat, if like you don't have the talent, I'm not going to sit here and try to love you up and coach you up. You know what I mean? And
you have
again,
to, Steve.
Yeah, I know, but Kenny Payne's not. And you can tell that he's like, listen, I want dudes that have put in the work, that have now, because, and here's the thing, you may have raw talent, but I look at a guy and I say, okay, I'm looking at a guy, okay, for instance, Fabio Basili, 6'5". You know, you see his workout videos, the talent's there. He can jump from that. He can handle. He can do all this. He's not ready. But he's got the mentality because I see the work. You know what I'm saying? What's Fabio specialize in? I don't know. Does it matter? You know what I'm saying? Like, because if you started from 3 in my thing, if you flip that.
It's tempo.
Sure, but Fabio's not on the table if you start with skill set. You're not even looking at Fabio. You're going, and see, that's what I think a lot of people look at a guy like that, and that's where we're learning Kenny Payne. Is you say, okay, what is he? Dead-eye shooter? Is he ball handler? What? Well, I don't know that he's any of those. You know, as far as great, he can do them all. You know,
yeah. I mean, to your point, he had triple double.
No, right, yeah, sure, but he's still not one of those 3. He's not a specialist at anything really. Okay, cool.
I want to see how fast he is up close.
Yeah.
But
if he checks 1 and 2, we'll figure out the skill thing. I know he's got the raw talent. I know he's got the mentality. I'll bring him in. You know, he's got the height. When I'm saying raw talent, I'm mixing in height, you know,
speed,
size,
speed, like,
you know,
raw
handles, whatever, you know, if you're a big man, hands,
long,
you know,
long
can
arms.
you finish, you know, type of that stuff. So that's kind of a broad thing. I mean, you know, you could almost add physical attributes in there, but I don't know, that's kind of the way
you rank it.
Just watching him, that's kind of what it feels like he's doing, because I do think mentality matters to him.
Does he believe that he can tap into the mentality?
I think so.
Yeah,
that's why it's not number 1.
Yeah, I was gonna say I'd probably move that down to the last one. But then again, it's like, no, because you need dog attitudes. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I think you need guys that are going to come in.
Is that the hardest thing to spot on the recruiting trail? Because some guys are just, they look like it out here. But it's like if they see some.
It's something Kentucky's done a good job at. I'll give them that. Very little do I like to give Calipari credit, but the way he recruits is usually when he brings in guys that don't want to compete, it shows quickly. Like that guy falls off quick. A lot of times he's brought in dudes that aren't afraid to come in and play with other dudes. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You saw the Anthony Davis video in the locker room. But anyways. But you get what I'm saying? They're not afraid to come in and compete. That's something I've always had to I'm not going to give him credit for, but I'm going to tip my cap
quietly
in my room somewhere. Those guys really aren't afraid to come in. Oh, you got 3 guards? Cool.
I do if you can find that, that's a tough.
And
commodity.
The guys that don't feel that
they're going to
way,
get better so much faster with that kind of attitude.
And like it or not, and I don't always.
God, they will tear up a locker room too, though.
Calipari is part of Kenny Payne's DNA, whether you like it or not. So there is a piece of that you're going to have to say. And I just think that mentality is too for me because he's, regardless of what people think, I know there's some out there that don't think he's ever going to land a recruit, period.
Brandon did that though.
Right. And as going forward, I just read an article in the commercial break about Carter Knox talking about how Louisville's probably recruiting him the hardest. 5 stars, it's all over the place. Louisville Live's going to have a ton of 5 stars. Can't say, but there's going to be some 5 stars there. But anyways, it's okay, but here's the thing. I know I'm going to recruit those guys. So I know I'm going to be bringing guys into talented teams. So I've got to have guys.
And you got to be, you have to be able to spot that. Are you scared to compete?
Yeah. So that's why I think that's number 2. And I just think skill set's number 3 for me or for him. I don't know if it'd be for me, but for him it is, I think, and I'm okay with that.
Yeah. And he's not under the criticism umbrella. So it's he
not yet.
He won't have to change the.
No, the loudest people, they're the Twitter, the loudest barking people sometimes make it feel that way. But Kenny Payne's here for 4 years, whether you like him or not. You know what I'm saying? So buckle in for 4 years. If he sucks, he's here for 4 years. So buckle in.
And they got him for the cheap too.
Yeah, he's not for another year or 2. He won't be cheap.
You think his price going to go up?
Yeah. I think the NBA's going to come after him.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think Louisville's going to have to fight off the NBA in the next 5 years. So we'll see. That's why I would rather not spend all my time pissing on him right now. Because, and again, this is Prophet Steve telling you, in the next 5 years, you're going to fight the NBA off for him. And he has a clause in his contract. So go ahead and tell you right now, he can get out of his contract to go to the NBA. Yeah, clause. So you're going to fight them off for him in the next 5 years. So it's I just think.
Well, hope you're ready, Nolan. Roll along with this, Marcus Maven on 99 DeVille. You're listening to 93.9 The Ville, powered by Isaacs and Isaacs Injury Lawyers. WeWin.com. Now that sports have officially kicked off, there's only 4 things missing from your playbook. 4 pegs. Looking for great smoked wings? 4 pegs. Looking for juicy barbecue and award-winning chili? 4 pegs. If you're just looking for some cold craft, tap, can, or bottled beer? 4 pegs. And the best part about 4 pegs is it's right around the corner at 1053 Goss Avenue in Germantown. So you better get over there fast because the word is spreading. And while you're over there, be sure to ask about their food truck and other catering services.
Hey, it's Pat Jaggers, and I invite you to join me this Sunday at 8 o'clock on 93.9 The Ville as Trading Pain is on an extra hour as we preview a massive motorsports weekend at Indianapolis Motor Speedway. We'll start the show recapping NASCAR's return to Indianapolis Raceway Park and what should be a wild event for the Truck Series. I'll chat with Cup Series driver Eric Jones as he's on the brink of a contract extension. And just like we do each year, the week in the Brickyard, NASCAR Hall of Famer and past winner Dale Jarrett joins to talk all things racing. Once again, it's Trading Paint, and it's this Sunday from 8 to 10 a.m. on 93.9 The Ville.
If you want the best selection of beer, wine, and spirits, go to Liquor Barn. Or better yet, have Liquor Barn bring it to you. Download the Liquor Barn app, visit liquorbarn.com, or call your local Liquor Barn store to schedule your pickup or delivery to get what you need to stock the bar. If it's your birthday month, make sure to visit liquorbarn.com for the Pappy Birthday promotion, where you might win an opportunity to purchase a bottle of Pappy Van Winkle. Liquor Barn can help you bring the celebration to your cookout, tailgate, or game watch party. Liquor Barn, where Kentuckians go to celebrate life.
Hey, Card Nation, let's be honest. The real estate market in Kentucky is booming, and whether you want to buy or sell a home, now is the perfect time to do it. With interest rates at an all-time low and programs that can get you in a home for no money down. Want to learn more? It's simple. Just call Derek A. Stewart with Dream JP Pirtle. Derek is available virtually around the clock to listen, understand, and help you with all your realtor needs. So don't waste another second. Call Derek A. Stewart at 502-314-9868 today.
For the 50 days leading up to our first broadcast of Louisville Cardinals football, we're looking back at 50 great moments in Cards football history. Brought to you by Kroger, fresh for everyone.
In 1998, John L. Smith came to Louisville promising an exciting, wide-open offense. He did not disappoint, putting together a team that rewrote the school record book while averaging 40 points per game. It took some time for things to come together, but by mid-season against Cincinnati, the Cardinals were at full throttle.
Redmond, here comes the blitz, throws deep down the middle to the end zone. Green's got it for the touchdown. Redmond killed him against the blitz again, and Chris gets up off his back and celebrates his third touchdown pass of the day.
U of L piled up a whopping school record total of 742 yards and skinned the Cincinnati Bearcats 62-19.
This great moment in Cards football history is brought to you by the Kentucky Department of Fish and Wildlife, serving people, conserving fish and wildlife. An official broadcast partner of the University of Louisville, WLCL Sellersburg is 93.9 The Ville.
ESPN Louisville is your flagship for Louisville City FC.
Ownby's header is a terrific header. Oh, my goodness. It's Ownby at the double, his second goal tonight, and he puts Louisville City into the lead.
The boys in purple are back in action tomorrow as they take on El Paso Locomotive FC. Pre-game coverage begins at 9:15 with kickoff at 9:30 on ESPN 680, 105.7, and the ESPN Louisville app. If it's Lou City, it plays here on ESPN Louisville.
I'm former Louisville basketball player Luke Hancock. When the NCAA tried to take away the Most Outstanding Player Award from the 2013 tournament, I got it back thanks to Morgan & Morgan. Morgan & Morgan is the personal injury firm that fights for the people, and their team treats clients like family. Morgan & Morgan changed my life, and if you've been injured in a car crash, at work, or in a slip and fall, they may be able to change yours. For a free consultation, dial #LAW on your cell phone. That's #529, offices Louisville.
There's nobody on the planet who's as picky when it comes to diamonds as Genesis Diamonds owner Boaz Ramon.
I'm very, very selective on the diamond that I pick.
Indeed, Boaz will look at 2,000 diamonds on the world market and find maybe 2 or 3 that meet his criteria.
What most people don't know, and even jewelers, a diamond has much more than the 4 C's. He has maybe 20 C's.
Like the diamond's luster grade or brilliance level, its feathering, its inclusions, its table, its polish, its symmetry, even the diamond's own DNA or X-ray report, which most jewelers don't even know about.
I refuse to sell diamonds that don't go through our very, very strict criteria.
Which means a Genesis diamond is one she can be proud to wear with the most sparkle and brilliance and real intrinsic value.
This is my goal, to go all over the world and find only the best hand-selected diamond.
Genesis Diamonds, setting the highest quality standards in the jewelry business. Shelbyville Road Plaza.
It's time to explore spirit barrel-aged wines from Robert Mondavi Private Selection. Each wine brings together meticulous winemaking with the time-honored tradition of aging fine spirits in oak casks. Try unique bourbon barrel-aged Cabernet Sauvignon and Chardonnay, rum barrel-aged Merlot, and rye barrel-aged red blend. Support local retailers and get delivery or pick up spirits barrel-aged wine from Robert Mondavi Private Selection today. Please enjoy our wines responsibly. 2021 Robert Mondavi, Campo, California.
Hey, Cards fans. Do you or a loved one suffer from gout? Gout is a very painful form of arthritis that can also lead to kidney and heart disease. I bet you didn't know there's now a Gout Center of Excellence right here in Louisville. They use the most up-to-date clinical guidelines and FDA-approved treatments to get you relief fast. If you have gout, be sure to call the Gout Center of Excellence at 502-719-2472 or visit them online at ralouisville.com. And be sure to tell them Marcus sent you.
Tired of jumping from job to job? How about a career in a recession-proof industry where you can make a difference and help create a healthier living and working environment?
Give me a song real fast.
Industry gives you the opportunity to work with more independence. OPC Pest Services will give you a chance to grow with advancement. Come be a part of our team at OPC Pest Services. Apply online at opcpest.com/careers. That's opcpest.com/careers.
Here's what you missed on the Diener Show.
I think Jeff Walls would be a good goal line quarterback. He's on the line with us right now. Did you ever play football or just basketball, Coach?
I did play a little football.
Hey, give me a song real fast.
A long time ago. I was at quarterback, and if it was between picking up a few extra yards and stepping out of bounds, I stepped out of bounds.
Jeff James Quick Walls. Weekday morning, 7 to 10 on 93.9 The Ville, ESPN 680 and 105.7.
Online at dfhcompany.com. Ask about the Mitsubishi Mini Split like the one we use here at the 93.9 Studios for that hard to heat, hard to cool room in your home. Again, 968-6222, or look them up online at dfhcompany.com.
Yeah, and it's Friday. So thanks to George and the Baranos team for bringing about lunch to the ESPN Louisville studios. Baranos has you covered. Oh, God. Oh, Baranos has you covered for the big games and races this weekend. Carry out, delivery, or dine in 14 area locations. Pizza Day! Metro Louisville and Southern Indiana. Yeah, it's that
The song is
good.
still playing. Sorry.
Baranos Pizza. Oh, I got the Phil text.
Well, thankfully the YouTube was muted still, so it'd only be the entire delegation universe that was listening to 93.9.
Basketball by Jermaine Dupri. That's what I was supposed to play. I completely spaced. Sorry, Doc.
It's okay.
He called me during that.
I can see how you can confuse this little Pac with basketball.
No, that was just like, the go-to. When in doubt, go to Pac, and somehow.
Yes, I usually do forget to unmute it for texters. Okay.
All right. And moving along.
Speaking of trouble, IRP.
Pizza Day!
IARP rumors.
Yes.
I used Ty Spalding's report, IARP rumors, that Louisville's getting scholarships. We got to have that conversation, or we got to have the preference conversation.
Yeah.
Would you arm Kenny Payne with fewer scholarships?
I'm okay with
that. Or
that.
Tournament.
Yeah, I mean,
or just take the one tournament.
No,
and
fewer
be done.
scholarships. Yeah. Fewer.
Why?
Because I can. Carolina just made the championship game with 8 dudes. Like,
don't you want him to have a full cupboard though?
Yeah, yes, in a year or so, year or two, that's fine. I mean, how many scholarships are going to take? 100? It's like, no, you're probably going to lose 8 over 5 years. They're going to space them out. So I mean, a couple a year maybe. Okay, I can play with 11 dudes, like scholarship guys. I'm fine with that.
Do you think NIL you'll be able to get a walk on that's
Sure.
truly a scholarship level player?
Yeah, or that's good enough to compete in practice, that's good enough to be a guy who can play. I mean, like, I think they got it over there right now. I mean, you're looking at Hersey Miller, Zan Payne. I mean,
so they would count as scholarship players somewhere else.
Well, I mean, somewhere smaller, yeah, but I mean, that's what you're getting in. Well, I mean, unless you do catch like, for instance, Mercy Miller in 24. He's committed to Houston, but I'm just using him for example because Hersey's here. Like, you get a 4-star guy like him or something that's like, I can walk on. Yeah.
2 scholarships a year over 5 years. You think that's what we're gonna get?
I mean, I think it'll be something like that. I think it'll be a decent sized penalty if it's not a tournament ban. I still think it's going to be,
And you would still rather. I don't know, man. 2 scholarships per year over 5 years.
Yeah. I'm done not being in the tournament. Like, I'm ready to let's get that over with. Look, big time players don't care about scholarship reductions. They do, however, care about the tournament. Yeah.
So, and there's you're not gonna feel sorry for Kenny Payne at all.
No.
with 2 scholarships.
No. I'm like, if you can get 11 dudes, you can win games.
You can win or 9. 9 can play a couple misses.
Yeah.
You got to factor in a miss.
Yes.
Miss or 2.
I mean, by the end of the year, you're not playing more than 8 or 9 anyways. So, like,
is Mike James going to play this year?
Yeah, absolutely.
He's going to be ready. Is he going to be ready to go?
Yeah, he'll be ready to roll. He's already started back contact or about to start back contact. And I mean, he's been working out full speed.
He's been doing just the drill work full speed?
Yeah. He's just not been doing contact yet. But I mean, I think he's starting contact within the next week or 2. So I mean, you start that. I mean,
is he like on a David Johnson kind of?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay, so you won't see him in the earlier games.
No.
Like game number 8.
I don't know. I think you'll see him early. I think he'll be ready. He's going full speed right now. It's July.
Full speed.
3 more months.
Full speed by itself, it's a lot different.
Well, yeah, but in 3 months, I mean, if he's not capable of playing basketball,
because on his dunk, I've seen his windmill. He's still dragging his leg.
Sure, 3 months he won't be. Like, he'd be ready.
You know what I'm saying? It's kind of dragging.
Yeah, no, I don't disagree.
Yeah, like you're hiding it.
Yeah, I don't disagree. I just think that 3 months from now he'll be ready to go.
3 months from now, August, September, October.
Yeah, I guess 2.5 because you're gonna start stuff. You're gonna start playing some games mid-October, right?
We do have a full schedule like done, right?
No. Well, no, you don't. I mean, I'm saying you're going to start playing like you're going to do Louisville Live. You're going to do exhibition games.
When is like
usually our exhibition games are like around Halloween.
Exhibition.
Yeah.
You forget.
Yeah.
They still got some. You know what? No, they don't. They're out of time. We're going to be playing next week.
Yeah, because I mean, like mid-November is when the season starts, like when the official season starts.
So you get about get a couple weeks after Midnight Madness. Is Midnight Madness still Halloween?
No, that's usually you're playing exhibition games. Midnight Madness
It got
is
moved
like
up
Louisville
to-
Live and stuff like that. Yeah, is the new Midnight Madness.
So what date was Louisville Live last year? Can you punch that in real quick?
It was the weekend of the UCF game.
September.
Yeah. Because
13th or something.
The UCF game was what game?
Wasn't that like
3?
Louisville Day or something? UCF was.
It was like game 3 last year.
I think UCF was 2, right?
I thought we were like 1-1. Yeah, it was game 3 because we played EKU second, right?
Yeah. It was the Ole Miss game everyone was pissed off about, EKU, which people were still annoyed about. And then there was one.
And then we played. Yeah, that's right.
One dramatic turnaround away from things getting really
sticky.
sticky.
Yeah. And then we played UCF on Friday and Louisville Live.
So
was
was
on
it September
Saturday.
13th?
I'm looking it up. It would have been, I thought September 21st.
Whatever day the UCF game was, Louisville Live was the next day. Somebody said it was September 18th.
Okay, so
probably around the same time this year.
So in September, okay, so he has 2 months.
Do they plan it? Are they going to try to plan it on the FSU weekend? Maybe you're playing FSU on Friday night. Do Louisville Live on Saturday, probably. I mean, I think it's
to pair it with.
If I was guessing, I think maybe you pair it with a
September 17th. I think did they say 18th?
Yeah, 17th was the
game.
Oh, and then 18th.
18th was Louisville Live.
Okay.
Yeah.
Louisville Live. I'm sorry.
Yeah, that's why I'm thinking maybe you follow that same. But then I read somewhere somebody said it might be a little later than what it was last year. So if it is, but I would think maybe
we're still talking September.
Yeah, let me ask you that real quick. Do you like that? Would you rather parlay it with a big game?
Yeah,
like I think so too. Like play Florida State on a Friday night,
and there's no like. Okay. I guess God, why did I even jump in my head?
Okay.
Marcus, I need a weekend. I need a weekend of therapy.
You've been in here most of the week by yourself.
I need a weekend of therapy because what jumped into my brain just now. Well, if you lose against Florida State and then you have midnight, you have Louisville Live, it'll be like coming out of the weekend. At least something good happened.
Okay, I just got a text from somebody who would know. And they said, looks like Louisville Live will probably be in October. So it will be probably a little later. And they would know.
Are we worried about
Just
the weather?
put it that way.
I don't know. If you're going to push it back.
Well, I mean, we don't know where it's at.
You're right.
So
you're right.
Or we do.
But still, it seems like it's been an open events though. You know what? You're right. It's too much of a gamble.
Yeah.
If you're gonna do it in October, bring it on indoors.
Yeah.
I don't care where, just bring it indoors because I don't want to have to worry.
I just got another text too from somebody else who would definitely know.
I'm listening.
That said October, probably.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So probably looking more in October then. Okay. So fair enough.
Mike James is July, August, September. He has some time to get ready.
Yeah. I mean, yes.
He has some time to get.
But I mean, yeah, because I mean, if you're going to do that more in October, then you're probably going to do that, and it's going to kind of be, which I'm okay with, because I think that pushes it a little closer to exhibition, so pushes it a little closer to the season, where it's like, okay, boom, now you do some exhibitions a couple weeks later, now we're now we're playing.
Is that just some coaches? I want to practice. I don't want to play these games.
Well, and it may, I mean, probably is.
Do you think the coaches like these events?
Yeah, heck yeah, recruiting. I mean, listen, I've heard a couple names that are going to be here, and they're pretty big. I would say.
What if I don't need that stuff?
You know what?
Okay,
I'm good.
Yeah, I don't need that.
No, that Coach Pitino did that, and I listen. I love Coach Pitino, my favorite of all time. If I can go back in time and just keep him, I would. So don't judge me.
He's awesome.
Yeah, don't
He's
judge
awesome.
me.
Once you saw the Purvis video, you're like, he's awesome.
Yeah, y'all took a piece of my soul when you marched him out of that place. It's just like, I can't believe you're doing this. Just can't believe this. Y'all are walking him out of here like he's walking out of the Supreme Court. Taking my coach away.
He changed his code.
Yeah, so
I don't know, but I've seen some things done on his behalf as well. So.
Well, yeah, but I'm saying though, no, you do it this way, man.
But Kenny Payne said, I don't need that.
Well, then yes, he does.
You better
Chris.
Better land everybody.
That's when I'll turn into the guy where I'm like, well, then you better land 5 of the top 10.
Chris, thanks for joining us on 93.9. What's on your mind?
What's up, man, Rumage?
Chilling.
What's up, man?
Hey, Rumage, I got to tell you, man, in our delegation, there ain't no way we come back to work on a Friday. If we've already taken a week, we're taking a long weekend. So I know you love your job.
I do. I enjoy it.
There ain't no way. That's a long weekend, man. Here's what I was saying. Maybe you was asking what type of player Kenny's looking for.
Yep.
I think you and Steve have both played with these guys. The guys that I know we don't want. Steve, I know you've done it since you're in the post. You don't want the clapping guy. He's clapping all the time, telling you, "Give me the ball."
God.
We don't want that guy. Baby, and I know you play with the guy who's always said, "Help, help." We don't want that guy. We want the guy who can get his own and can get that defense. And then when you get that look from the coach, he don't even have to say anything to you. You already know your mistakes. You're willing to correct your mistakes, and you're willing to move on. Those are the guys that I think that Kenny Payne's looking for. Those guys that are self-motivators, people who can do it at all levels, and he doesn't have to spend a whole lot of time coaching and explaining to them. All he's got to do is get effort and talent out of them. Those are the type of guys I think we're looking for. Those are the type of guys I hope we get. I'll tell you right now, if they take 2 scholarships for 5 years, man, we take that, we run, we smile, we say, thank you, can I have another? I'll get off the show and I'll listen to you guys.
Hey, appreciate it, man.
I feel you.
No, scholarship don't bother me, man. Listen, the scholarship reduction, if that's what it ends up being, I'll throw a party. Unless they got crazy. Unless it was like, oh, we'll get 5 scholarships for the next 3 years. Like, well, I mean, come on now. Then just give me the tournament ban.
We got to play with 6 scholarship players.
Yeah. At that point, I'll just take a tournament ban and move on. But I mean,
I don't know, Steve.
The scholarship reduction does not.
I don't know.
Okay, well, I mean, then you're insane. But you can be insane. That's fine. That's your right.
4 scholarships per year for 3 years.
Yes. No, I'll set out one tournament.
Kenny will leave.
I probably would too.
He just say, I'm not doing this.
Like, this is madness.
I'm not playing. Okay, I got to ask this other question, Steve. Are you going to get a lottery ticket?
For what? Like right now?
Yes.
Like in real life?
Yes.
No, why? Is it high?
Yes, stupid. What is that?
It's over $1 billion. Let's see what Mega Millions is currently at. Mega Millions. That was a pretty slick
sharp left turn.
That was that was a good bargain.
What's going on right here?
Okay, so the lottery is high, I guess.
Yes, ridiculous.
Yeah.
Okay. No.
Powerball.
What is the lotteries nowadays? What do they call them?
I'm the same way.
Is it just the lottery?
I'm like, is there a
$1.02 billion?
So on
Mega
Saturday,
billion?
Billion with a B. 1.02.
That's pretty good.
So what are you gonna do when you play it this time and win it? Because Charity's gonna secretly buy one.
Yeah, I hope so. It wins.
And what do you do?
What do you mean? If I won multi-billion dollars?
Yep.
Probably nothing.
Is that a Spec Ops team? Who the hell is that?
They're probably coming after you.
Or they're gonna they're not coming after you. They're gonna
recruit you.
Yeah.
Heard what you said on the air. We'll see if you want to join our little team.
Good old American History X crew.
Yeah. We're gonna see if you want to join that team with us.
Yeah, that was a bold move you did there, buddy.
I would probably buy. I'd probably buy players for Louisville, and buy a house in Orlando.
I was listening to John Bull, and he was like, "I'm not doing anything sports related with my money."
Oh, I would buy Louisville any player they wanted.
Ooh, 1.1, not 1.02. Sorry.
1.1 billion.
1.1
Yeah,
billion.
I would just cheat my ass off. I don't know. What do you mean?
Is it cheating?
Well, I guess it's not now, but even if it was, I would just buy players. What do you need?
I just have this image of you just showing up at random recruits' houses, opening the door, and just shooting the mom in the face with like a money gun of just hundreds. Like your Bill Self.
Would you buy something? Would you buy a building? Would you bully the Keeper Center?
No.
Yes, the rummage.
No, I don't need my name on stuff. I just want Louisville to win. I just need my sanity. I don't care about my name being on anything.
Go buy the NCAA.
Yeah, like no, they don't have to play in the Steve Rummage Cardinal Stadium. They've just got to win in whatever said Cardinal Stadium is. Yeah, I'd just go buy players. Yeah, and then like I said, I'd buy me a super nice house, probably in Clearwater, so I was close to Orlando where I could do Disney and stuff like that. No, actually, I would buy me a place in the middle of Disney at Golden Oaks. Buy me one of those places,
right?
Yeah, and then I would, I'd give me like a cabin down in Gatlinburg, Pigeon Forge, the places I like to go. Yeah, and then I'd be good. I could just use it all, and the rest I would just buy players. I just want to win championships.
I just want to win championships. Yeah.
I'll be Jerry Jones.
bribe referees.
See Steve just sitting up there with just with jewelry and rings on and Louisville gear, just watching coaches. And then when would
you send runners down to go talk to him?
Yeah,
put my guy in the game.
And now when Satterfield loses the game, if he loses the wrong game or if Kenny Payne does, they've got to look up at me and I'm like,
Maximus.
Yeah, thumbs down.
You're gone.
Bring in the next guy. Bring him in. If you can't win with that, we're never gonna win.
I was pleased with myself, like that. I didn't have a lot of ideas.
Yeah, I don't. That's the same with me. I mean, I don't really. I probably wouldn't go out and buy a bunch of cars and stuff like that.
Yes. What do I want?
I like my truck.
Right.
I just
look. I told Nick. I said I might get a nicer. I'll make a home studio.
Somebody said if Steve wins. Or if Charity wins, Steve would be single.
After he gets cut.
Yeah.
He's like, oh, yes, because I'm getting my cut.
Yeah.
We have joint accounts.
Yeah.
That was a joint purchase of a ticket out of our joint account.
100%.
Yeah.
That come from my.
Yeah. Wait, listen, we didn't cut percentages up.
Yeah.
It's a joint account.
The proof shows I put my check in at 10:30 and you bought the thing. All right.
Yep. Which is look what came from our money.
Yeah. No. I mean, yeah. I would. That's. I'm a simple man. I don't need a lot. Like as far as houses and homes. Like I'm decent house. I'm not a huge house guy. I don't know. Like I don't have to have like
Benji
in house.
That probably make Jalen quit.
Yeah. Sure.
He can't play anymore.
Yeah. Maybe we can squeeze another year or two out. Even though I was going to tell you, I saw a thing. It was like NFL tiered teams.
Mm-hmm.
And Houston and the Lions were like in tier 6. It's like the bottom tier. I'm like, we got to get him traded to like tier 3. Titans were on tier 3.
They were tier 6, and there was only 6 tiers.
Mm-hmm.
Benji, thanks for joining us on 93.9. Fire away.
Gentlemen, hey, so I actually called to do a song request that I think, there we go.
No, that's awesome.
Anyway, that was AZ Sugar Hill. I just figured that was Maben. That was right in your wheelhouse. But anyway, so I really didn't have anything other than that. But I think, Rummage, I think me and you discussed this at softball one night.
Mm-hmm.
When did you become an Orlando Magic fan? Because when I remember last, you were just all things Chicago Bulls.
Yeah. Yeah, I have no allegiance in the NBA.
Okay, all right, fair enough.
Yeah.
Fair enough, because I'm like, wait a second.
No, you're right.
When did he start? He knows. I'm like, listening. I'm like, Roman just over here knowing like transaction moves for the Magic and like their full roster. I'm like, wait a second, what's going on?
No,
it's ridiculous.
Benji, you haven't learned that he has no loyalty
in the NBA.
when it comes to anything outside the Cowboys, he has no loyalty.
The Reds.
We know all about the cow turds. We get it.
Yeah,
we know. Let's not go there right now. It's not NFL season yet. We know.
We're not ready for that yet. We'll have
Anyway,
that
I
argument.
really didn't have anything. I was just trying to call and get a little song rejoin, and then next thing I know, I'm on air. So here we go. All right, y'all. I'll holler at you later.
All right, appreciate it. He's just like, hey, these guys need some content.
No,
Benji, go ahead, jump on in there.
Yeah, I've been pretty open about that in the NBA. I just have no allegiances. Look, and right now I like Orlando. So I believe Orlando is on the cusp of being they're the team to watch out for right now. Young team, they got 5 picks in 3 years, and they're doing that thing. And I love Banchero. I think Banchero's the next great.
He just got cleared.
He's the next great. I'm saying that right now. Like he's the one.
Did he go number one?
Yeah. He's the chosen one.
I mean, but Steve, don't sit in here and talk about how the number one pick is going to be the next great.
Anthony Bennett was number one. Okay. Yeah, not all number one picks are awesome.
Yeah, but most of them are.
Who's number one pick last year? Okay. I think Paulo Banchero is the guy that is the next. He's the next great dude.
Who is the? Oh, Jesus. Stand up.
Oh, mother of God. Who was that?
Exactly.
Who was on the back of that golf cart? Oh, there's another one. Oh, there's a parade of golf cart recruits going down.
Oh, God.
This is awesome.
Oh, this guy's listening. He's moving to Zion. His Scion, whatever the hell it's called.
Gosh.
Soul, sorry.
Who was that?
Just riding on the back of the golf carts. Those are got to be guys that's already on a team, right?
Hang on. I think I know who that was. Oh,
those got to be guys that's already on a team, though, right?
Nope.
Well, if recruits are looking like that, we're never going to win.
That's insane.
That's recruits.
Yeah.
Or if that's recruit, that's some good.
That's big time. That's big time. It's good.
So they just checking out. Wait a minute. You got recruits looking like that, and you got them over here by the laundry and tan connection.
Yeah, don't drive them down here again.
They should never see this side of campus.
Don't drive them down here.
Cut through the middle of campus where the libraries are, and you got a scooter. You don't have to be on, and don't be on the street with them. My God.
I'm okay with it.
But they can come see us.
Look, and you want me to prove what I was saying? My cousin texted me, Anthony Edwards. It was Kate Cunningham. Anthony Edwards was the year before. So, yeah. Markelle Fultz was the number one pick. Ben Simmons was the number one pick. DeAndre Ayton was the number one pick. Zion Williams was the number one pick.
Getting there.
Andrew Wiggins was the number one pick. Anthony Bennett, Anthony Davis, Kyrie Irving.
You thought all of them were going to be awesome?
No. Bargnani was the number one pick. Kwame Brown was the number one pick. And God knows he was the biggest bust on planet Earth.
Quick commercial break.
Michael Olabokandi was the number one pick.
The Candy Man.
Joe Smith. I bet you sit around like, man, Joe Smith's gonna be awesome. I bet Joe Smith's gonna he's the guy.
Why you give me that voice?
Let me tell you. Hey,
yes.
Joe Smith.
Yes.
Joe Smith is gonna be the man.
Yeah. I could be that guy. I could be Pops.
I know Glenn Robinson last year didn't work out. Joe Smith.
Okay. For this time, quick commercial break. Middays, Marcus Maben on 99 The Ville.
Spring is upon us, and that means change.
What's up?
Thing that shouldn't change.
It's exporting right now.
And selling needs. Call Josh Jarbo. Josh is a licensed realtor and the broker owner of Remax Alliance. And this spring, he wants to make your home buying and selling process as efficient as possible by offering a guaranteed sale program and instant offers on commercial listings. And if that wasn't enough, up to a $5,000 seller's credit by mentioning you heard it right here. And if you're looking for financing, Josh can cover that too. His new mortgage brokerage, Motto Mortgage A to Z, has licensed loan originators that can take care of all your financing needs. So don't wait any longer. Contact Josh Jarbo at 502-216-7590.
Hey, Marcus, it's why the police over here today? 5. Nice. It's like 15 and a half minutes.
Change or looking to hire many.
So just tell me when you want it.
ESPN Louisville help you. We can help businesses who want to hire and help you in your career search. Go to the Contact Us page at espnlouisville.com and click on the Job Connections tab. The ESPN Louisville Job Connections program, connecting you with your next job. And businesses, contact us for more information on connecting to your next hires.
Hey, Cards fans. Do you or a loved one suffer from gout? Gout is a very painful form of arthritis that can also lead to kidney and heart disease. I bet you didn't know there's now a Gout Center of Excellence right here in Louisville. They use the most up-to-date clinical guidelines and FDA-approved treatments to get you relief fast. If you have gout, be sure to call the Gout Center of Excellence at 502-719-2472 or visit them online at ralouisville.com. And be sure to tell them Marcus sent you.
Attention men, are you struggling with erectile dysfunction and sick of the pills? Well, we now have a major medical breakthrough that has helped thousands of men. The WAVE technology at Oakview Medical Clinic uses gentle pressure waves to repair and open up blood vessels. It's been shown to be effective even by Cambridge University. No more pills and no more side effects. Just more blood flow in the bedroom where you want it, when you want it. If you're ready to put a stop to your ED and regain your love life, grab your phone and call us now. You'll qualify for the assessment, the exam, even the blood flow ultrasound totally free. And to the first 20 callers now, you'll get a gift that produces results in the bedroom in minutes. You are going to love that. This is a $650 value, free to callers now. 502-410-2000. That's 502-410-2000. Guys, put a stop to your erectile dysfunction by treating the root cause. Call Oakview Medical Clinic now to qualify. 502-410-2000.
Imagine your bright career when you join the U of L Health Team. Now, imagine receiving free tuition to the University of Louisville. At U of L Health, we believe in investing in you and the power of education. So now, your U of L Health family has college tuition covered for all employees and their families. Just imagine the possibilities. For details, visit uoflhealth.org/imagine. That's the power of you.
Hi, this is Wendy Canavan at Genesis Diamonds. At Genesis, we are obsessed with providing the best of the best in value and quality, which is why we partnered with the finest designers and brands in the business. Whether it's a bracelet, necklace, earrings, and of course, engagement ring, you will give the love of your life a piece of jewelry that she will cherish forever. We have designer settings in every price range and style made to fit your specific diamond. So you don't need to buy a cookie cutter mass-produced design that looks like you were just trying to cut across. Most of the designer pieces are exclusive to Genesis in Kentuckiana because they select only the finest jewelers in the business to partner with. And so you won't see her ring on every other woman's hand. Our designers share our obsession for quality so the